Hello, hello everyone. Welcome to Laos Part 3. Grab yourself a drink, a cold one, whatever you need, and enjoy the show. You got a good one this week. We started in Lagoon 5, and we move over to Lagoon 2 because Ro and Valentina could not find Lagoon 5. And this is a group of Chinese tourists gassing themselves up for the big jump. Woohoo! Nice. Love the enthusiasm. And we move over to the night where you meet my roommate. Quite nice. And we jump to the next day where we go rock climbing. This was a beginners to intermediate. The hardest thing on there was 6A, this is a 6B actually. There's a nice Thai Lao party going on next door. And I'm rusty, man. I couldn't get this one. Like, the beta was there. It was just, tough on my hands. And off to dinner.
Oh my goodness. Oh, millions of Lao dollar. You know where that's been? You just put that on your face.
You're looking at a millionaire right there.
In a lot of things, dude.
We move on to the evening where we get a group of people to play this game Dom introduced to us. You're trying to hit the black ball with the white ball. And we move on to some gambling. Basically, push the balls. You pick which one's going to come in. I said green. Bang. Let's go, baby. Mine got first, so I win the pot. And off to JD's, which is the party for the night. And back to my lovely roommate. So this was my last night in Vang Vieng, and I was saying farewell to my friend. Oh, my heart. Hey, if it's a difficult moment, it means it was one worth keeping. Oh, woof, woof. All right, we're ready to go. I'm feeling ready and blessed, and I'm excited for this. So wish me some luck, and see you guys in Vientiane. This is my first ride in Laos. I'm heading from Vang Vieng to Vientiane, the capital. It's about a 4-hour ride, but you'll see some hurdles and some nice stuff too. On the road again. Fuck. I'm so tired. It's been a lot. I forgot how much your butt hurts from this stuff, and it's alright. Just gonna have some water, some crackers, courtesy of Diana. If I can find them, and if I put them in this compartment. Oh, yes! These are sick crackers, man. Oh! Anyway, first hurdle. There's a Chinese. So the Chinese do everything here. So the Chinese built this dam. The Chinese built the train. The Chinese have also built a highway. And motorcycles aren't allowed on this highway, and Google doesn't know this. So I am quite far. Sawadee. But the roads have been good. This place is super rural, and I'm getting the experience I've been looking for. So bless. Hopefully I make it to Vientiane, the capital of Laos, and continue on. So back on the road, and you can see the transport across the river. A floating pile of wood to carry your vehicle. And slowly inching our way to Vientiane. This is just outside the city. And once we got in, we're welcomed with some beautiful rain. I was hoping to jump into a puddle, but we settled to swim in the first pool. since I left. I hadn't swam in any of my hostel's pools, and this was the perfect moment. Oh, I miss the rain. It's nice when you can actually enjoy the rainfall.
Troubles don't end. First. It is what it is.
Yeah, the bike wouldn't start properly, so I got it looked at. And we took a tuk-tuk to go see Vientiane. Our first stop was these Buddha sculptures, Buddha Park. And that's a stack of cash because the currencies are low. But the first thing we see is this big pumpkin tree looking mouth thing. And once you go inside, oof, it's really cool. Just a disclaimer, nothing here is that old. They're all kind of rebuilt for the purpose of this park, but nonetheless, it was a very cool stop. It's built for Lao people, so being 5'9", 5'10", or 178 centimeters roughly, and getting through this was not easy, and holding the phone, not easy, but you get to the top, wow, pretty narrow opening.
So, what's this?
Sorry, guys. Oh my god, that was the hardest thing ever.
Oof.
Oh,
What a view. So this is Laos, and that's Thailand over there. The river separates Laos and Thailand for a big portion of the Mekong. So you could just swim across to Thailand, I guess. I'm not sure what'll happen, but didn't look like much. Quite a lot of Korean tourists in this section of the world. So it's really cool to see them living life. That's Sabai Sabai. So we're at this landmark in Vientiane. I don't really know what it's called, to be honest. Maybe the Golden Temple. It has a bunch of landmarks around it, but honestly, it was a kind of weird stop. There wasn't such a holy presence here. This is their version of the Arc de Triomphe, which is just like a middle of the road. And that's pretty much all of Vientiane's landmarks. Internet cafes.
Let her do it. Let her do it. Let her do it. Let's go!
Diana making a stellar shot.
Bravo!
Always believed.
Va bene.
we break the law. We break the law.
And on the road again. Goodbye, Vientiane.
All right.
The bike problems
First stop.
seem to keep
Some
coming.
random side of the road. I think I did 3 hours of my 7, so I got 4 more to go. My bike wasn't, the power wasn't really coming, and I take it here, and now it's working every single time. Beautiful. I hope it continues to keep working. The roads here are actually really nice, but some parts are really, really bad. Just for context, because I forgot to mention this part, I drove from Vientiane today. I'm gonna go all the way to Thakhek, which is 7 hours, 400 kilometers roughly. My butt's sore, and we're doing pretty good for time and speed, so doing an oil change now. Gonna get some gas a little bit later. Gonna get some food, my human gas. We're gonna continue the trip. Pit stop, pit stop. Ho mangiato il mio cibo, il mio pranzo e devo andare a Thakhek. Yeah. All right, we got our first flat tire, first hiccup of the day. Actually like a third hiccup, so here we are, here we are, here we are. Here we are. Unbelievably lucky that I'm somewhere where people know what they're doing. And that they have a, what do you call it, air compressor? Yeah. All right, the new tire is on. I mean, you could say I'm unlucky because I keep getting flat tires, or you could say I'm so lucky because I'm in the middle of nowhere and the first house down has a shop and could help me. And it cost me $3 Canadian. 50,000 kip. I gave him 100. I mean, that's still $6 for a tire change. I'm blessed, and hopefully we make it to Thakhek. Another full tank.
And made some more fluffy friends. Her name was Gina. She was super friendly. At this stage, we were looking for bikes to go start the Thakhek Loop. And once Dom finally chose one, we were on our way.
That snapped off yesterday.
So my mud cover broke off.
So I gotta clean this every once in a while so I can see things. You heard?
So driving through anything wet, I get a whole lot of mud in my face. And the first day we did see quite a bit of rain. So it was slow moving, but beauty.
Dummy. Welcome to our crib. I'm a little bit cold, but we're gonna shower and feel better. Also,
Sorry for the profanity.
fucking midgets, bro. Look at the entrance.
I was quite
Look at
cold.
my head.
That excuses it.
This is not okay.
It was quite a beautiful stop.
This man's fiending. Fiend.
Can this fucking thing load?
Yeah, it was really beautiful. The rain was honestly really nice. Just didn't let our clothes dry off so that we could leave the next day. The stop was quite expensive. This was called the Rock Viewpoint. Would totally recommend stopping here. It's about $40 US a night, but you stay on top of a mountain. I'm sure the sunrise and sunset are beautiful on most days, but your mileage may vary. They have this nice walk that you can do between your rooms and the cafe. Honestly, in the rain, it was quite special. I did almost slip and die. It's a view from our room. And a view from the cafe. Just doing a little bit of planning for India, which is coming up next month. Stay tuned. But yeah, it was quite the weather. The rain stopped, but clouds were looking nice. It's a nice little walkway you can do.
Hello.
You can hear your own echo.
Woo.
And a zip line if you're interested in keen. Definitely a very, very tranquil moment.
Nice. And you got your own little toilet. Nice little window.
Scenic shit.
Ready for my first day of school.
I did unfortunately ruin one of their hair dryers in the process, but shoes are a bit drier, and
Alright, big
we're on the
goal.
road again. On to the top 2 of the
Second
Thakhek
day,
Loop.
we're going. Bye-bye.
We did the loop in a clockwise direction, and Lor Cave was our second stop. Our new homes. For about $8 Canadian, or €6, you can make some cool local friends, sleep in some bungalows. Now we got some GoPro footage, courtesy of Dom's GoPro. You got cows on the side of the road. You got people. You got ducks. You got chickens. You have everything. Even at one point, we saw some tourists who had a drone in the middle of the road. And you had to duck and cover for drones. The road's pretty straightforward. Some bumps, some things to dodge. And here's the shot of the drone right above me. Yoop.
Excuse me? Who's hollering?
It's you. After a quick regular brekkie, off to explore the actual cave. This was 200k, which is about 10 USD. And you get to take a boat through the cave to the village on the other side. This is the entrance where the boats are stored. There are a lot of caves in Southeast Asia, but this one was special because it's dark, man. It's pitch black. Totally recommend you bring your own headlamp because the headlamps they provide you may or may not work well. So at this point, we have no idea what we're in for, but we have come to our first stop, which is just some platforms they built so that you can explore a cool section of the cave. It is quite large and very quiet. Oh.
Nice.
After your first stop, which is about 5 minutes long, or however long you want, you make your way to a second stop, you walk around a little bit more, and then you're back on the boat. And they give you a headlamp at this point, but you can see the comparison between Dom's and mine. You can see nothing. And we're just about at the end, but there's got to be some obstacle, right? We had to pull our boat over this little section because the water levels was pretty low. And pull. After we got our boat up and over that little section, we're at the entrance or the exit, depending on how you look at it, and It was a weird to see daylight again, you know, after being like 40 minutes in a cave. You kind of forget, your body gets out of tune, but it is quite beautiful. And not really anyone you see. Oof. And for $1.50 US, you get a nice bowl of noodles. And for another $1, you get a plate of watermelon. And on the way back, just noticed a casual little leak in the boat. I'm definitely not concerned about this at all. But it definitely crossed my mind as we entered this section. What would happen if it broke down in the middle? It's dark, man. It's even darker if you don't know how to turn on your headlamp. How do I turn yours off? You twist the dial, Farhang. On the road now, we got a little bit of a drive. There was a truck stopped in a very muddy section of road, so this part wasn't super muddy, but it does get muddy. And the big trucks cannot get through. We experienced this before. It felt pretty bad. Those guys were going to have to wait for a while. Some beautiful moments. The river here is quite the attraction, I would say. The clouds, also quite an attraction. We made a stop at the Cool Pool, is what it's called. During the day, it's packed, and we got here about 5 minutes before closing. And you know me, gotta swim in every single body of water I see, no matter how much time I got, no matter how cold it is. Honestly, for us Canadians, this water was so warm. Europeans are not built like us. We're built different. I'm telling you. Nonetheless, it was super beautiful. Got some food. Stopped at a local bakery.
What is it? What's the number?
25K.
How much?
25K.
It's like $1.20 US.
All right. Bought these cakes. See that? Alright. Okay. Looks kind of like a Persian roulette. Oh, but it smells good. I don't know how to eat this.
I was missing a fork and a knife, but I was too hungry to care.
So it's really soft and fluffy. Ooh, but the bread's good. And the filling is good. It's good. It's good.
So day 3 of the loop, after leaving, I forget the name, Laos, something like that. Got some viewpoints, got some Buddha sculptures on the side of the road. There's this abandoned burnt forest. And nice little scenic bridge. You pass through a lot of rice fields, a lot of really nice landscape, but it is mostly just road and dirt. We reached the point where someone tells me there's a slack line across a really nice body of water to chill in, and we were really hot, so I decided, let's do it. Kind of forgot that I don't know how to go across the slack line. Yeah. Finally got some courage to get a little bit further. Couldn't let go of anything. Yeah. Well done. The water was quite refreshing, though. So this is the Green Climbers Hostel. To get to the tenters section, you have to cross this bridge, as we like to call it. Yeah. it is quite the obstacle. Quite the experience. So, not really, wheelchair accessible, but a really cool stop if you're interested in climbing. I would 100% recommend. Just to show you my walk at night, I do it again. I'm 100% sure that many people have fallen here. It's just, like, come on, And I'm holding, my toothbrush, my towel, my phone. Of course I need to make it harder than it needs to be. But we didn't fall. So there's another section you can chill at. It's the entrance to this cave. And there's a nice bit of water. There's also some climbs you can climb around it, but they're a little bit beyond my skill level. Just a little bit. But a really, really, really cool stop. This was honestly my favorite part of the loop. The Lor Cave was nice, but this was just, I don't know. It had its own charm. So we booked a guide to do some climbing for the day. You're at the Green Climbers Hostel, you have to climb. So there's this German lady, she's a guide. She's just stopping here for a few weeks and belaying us. So we got to do some really cool climbs on top rope because, it was a beginner's course and you have to go, a certain path to get to lead. You could meet people and do it that way, but I got to do this really cool climb with this, what they call a tufa, which is just like a rock that comes out on its own, kind of like an icicle, but, rock. And they're hollow, and they make kind of like a wind chime kind of noise when you touch them and hit them. So that was a really cool feature. Honestly, a really cool climb. It was 6A plus. Translates to like a 10A, 10B. I was super pumped at the end. I don't have stamina, but yeah, boy, did it. And at the top, you're greeted with a nice bee's nest. Dom got to practice his Spider-Man impersonation, get a quick arm pump out of his system, and quite a crazy second time experience for him. Really happy. But that's a wrap. I hope you guys enjoyed part 3. Lao has a lot more to offer as well, and we're getting into part 4, which I'm super excited for you guys to see. But yeah, appreciate y'all. Hope you guys have a nice rest of your day, and see you next time.